50 KTRS. Friday, Jimmy Holder freaked out, thought it was the beginning of the movie Red Dawn when the Soviets landed and started shooting. Turns out it was not that. It was not the beginning of Red Dawn 3. It was Ameren helicopters working on the power lines over 170. Leah Detmers joins us, a specialist with Ameren. Good morning, Leah. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, McGraw. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
So you freaked us out a little bit on Friday. Turns out it wasn't the beginning of Red Dawn.
No. Ameren, Missouri is currently performing reliability upgrades from West St. Louis County all across to the Metro East.
And so you'll be doing this sort of a helicopter repair for the next couple of months?
Correct. So we'll be doing this up until about mid-May, and it's from 26 miles all the way from the Fenton area to about Cahokia in Illinois.
So if you're driving along and you see a helicopter with somebody dangling from the bottom or ladders dangling from the bottom, don't be worried. That's just normal operating procedure.
Correct. So this is actually a best management practice for utilities, and Ameren, Missouri is utilizing that right now. Our aerial linemen are flying by and performing those reliability upgrades. And what it does is it actually minimizes our footprint, so we don't have to get in there with the ground and cause a lot of congestion with traffic. So by minimizing our footprint, we can actually perform these upgrades in weeks rather than months that we would have to do on ground.
All right. What are they doing to the power lines?
So right now they're performing maintenance, and we're pulling wire and installing smart grid technology, and so that allows us to fix and find problems faster and reduce our outages.
So in other words, these smart sensors, when there's a power outage, these smart sensors on the poles will be able to tell you what's out, when, where, why, and how?
Absolutely. So our smart grid technology is computerized, and so what they do is they talk to us and communicate to us to tell us where and if there is a problem, and we can get our crews out there quicker and faster and more efficiently to reduce the outage time.
While on the show Friday, we saw them with ladders attached to the wires, all part of that same deal?
Right. So those aerial linemen specialize in this type of maintenance and reliability work. They've got specialization from being a regular lineman. They take more training, and then they go up and then they perform these maintenance upgrades.
Now, is this the first time you guys have tried this type of doing via a helicopter?
Well, this is a national best practice, and this is not the first time that Ameren, Missouri has used aerial linemen to perform upgrades and maintenance work. So it's a common practice for utilities, and like I said, it minimizes our footprint, so we get in and out very quickly. But people find this intriguing, and Lori Light and I were out there last week looking at the work, and people are stopping, looking, and taking videos and pictures, and the public is just intrigued by this. It is really cool to see.
It's a yellow helicopter. Did you ever think about putting an Ameren sticker on the helicopter so people don't think it's some invasion of the body snatchers?
That's a good point, McGraw. We'll have to consider that.
Not a bad idea. So how many of these linemen do you have that get up in a helicopter, and how hard is it to find people who will actually do this?
There's about a dozen linemen, and you obviously can't be afraid of heights for this type of work. So they're trained, and they go to school. They're regular linemen, and they get up there, and they perform the upgrades for us very quickly. We're very happy and fortunate, and we're proud of those linemen.
And how long will they be doing it? And is this something, I mean, they're doing it like all day long, right? Every day.
Right. So our linemen are working on this project through May, but they work 6 to 7 days a week so that we can perform these upgrades very minimally, and we don't get in the way of the public or any kind of traffic on the ground. But again, people are intrigued. We've had 34,000 hits on our social media. So if there's anything that the public wants to see and actually get an up-close version and they can't go out and watch, they can go onto our social media, Facebook and Twitter, and we have a video posted about it.
So it's almost like that famous picture of those ironworkers sitting on a skyscraper in New York in the 30s having lunch. It's almost like that, but with a helicopter strapped in.
Correct. So these linemen are trained, but yes, it's just part of their job.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Friday, when you guys showed up over 170, did you get a lot of phone calls or more than normal?
We had very minimal phone calls, but people are like I said, they're intrigued. They want to know what's going on. They stop. They take photos. They take videos. and it's all part of just the regular routine reliability upgrades that we perform. But yeah, it's totally intriguing for the public.
And some jokers on the radio were freaking out over it. So there you go. Lee Detmer.
I hope you weren't one of them.
I was the one. Yes, Lee Detmer, specialist with Ameren. Thanks for the info and the website for people to find out more.
Thanks for having us. It's social media, Ameren, Missouri on Facebook or Twitter, and you can watch the video. Thanks for having us.
You got it. Thanks,
Excellent.
Lee. 7:57, Big 550.